see an increase in international travel again, but we also see that domestic tourism increased during the pandemic and may still increase in the post-pandemic now, and this is still ongoing. At the same time, we also see that maybe there might be an increase in travelers wanting to do something good. And this is, for example, possible through voluntourism, which is to travel abroad for a trip of a few hours or a year, and to provide your work within a project. And very often this includes projects with children, because people want to help children, help them out. Voluntourism basically allows unregulated access to vulnerable children, and offenders, unfortunately, often do take advantage of this.
Now, here we are talking about in the context of India or in many other South Asian countries, tourism sector is characterized by informal, unorganized labor. And we see that in many tourism destinations, there is a quite good number of children of migrant laborers, street-connected children who migrated themselves without any kind of monitoring, and children, those who are living in tourism destinations, primarily they are the residents of that particular place.
But what is actually the problem with it? And this is also been discussed in the paper that you see here. The problem is basically manifold, as the crime is itself. We see a lack of child safeguarding practices within voluntourism organizations, sending organizations, but also projects within destinations. But we also see a lack of legislation and regulation from political level, which is needed to provide background checks, for example, or to increase other measures that would protect children from any risks among sexual exploitation and other exploitative acts. And additionally, there are economic push factors. Obviously, some of them have increased now during the COVID-19 pandemic. Those push factors are also are pushing children into sexual exploitation, for example, or are forcing families to give children up to live in orphanages, for example, even though they have parents, but maybe they cannot provide a living for them anymore and feel like they are better off within an orphanage. And on the other hand, economic push factors also concern facilitators of orphanages or of projects, for example, that only provide the institution to make money out of it.